Hi there. Give me 1 second to adjust the angle. It looks really odd. Oh, good. There's people here already. um, hmm. It's like it's too. There we go. That's really weird. Can everyone hear me okay? I'm using some new equipment. Welcome to the first live show of 2023. You do have to be subscribed in order to chat. Hmm. Well, no one is saying anything. So I'm not sure, although the audio levels below are in fact moving. So I'm going to take the guess that you can hear me. All right. So how this works is you get to ask me a coaching question. So whoever shows up gets to have all access to me. We'll see how long I stay online for. So this went out to all of my inner circle members. The replay will be available for everyone and anyone. But in order to take place live, you do have to be part of the inner circle. And Ryan is here. Hi, Ryan. Can you hear me? Please tell me because I don't know. um, Hopefully, you can respond. And hopefully, yes, thank you. Okay, wonderful. All right. So, this hugs to you too. Happy New Year. So I am so excited to be doing this. I also have a special discount code below for the first 10 people that want to enroll in my Mindful Manifestations Masterclass, save 20%. These live shows go well. Oh, hi, Matthew. If these live shows go well, and see this out impromptu. So we're not sure how many people have read it yet. So it looks like Ryan is actually the only person participating right now, Ryan and Matthew. So, Ryan, if you have a question, I am happy to answer it. It may just be you and me for the next 30 minutes. Rocky just walked in. Okay, that is his tail in the background. Always photo bombing. All right. So, if I don't receive a question soon, I will see what comes to mind. The pressure. I know it's pressure for me too. I really don't know what to say, and no one has showed up. I don't know about this experiment. The last time I tried to do this, no one showed up either. It's weird because it went out to a lot of people. So it's odd when that happens. But I want to make them special, so I don't just want to, advertise it on my channel for everyone to see. All right, so Ryan has not said anything, so I will just talk until he asks me something. Talk about manifesting in 2023. I think new people just got here. So if nobody shows up, you don't just have to sit here with me. I want to because, see, I sent this link to a ton of people, so they're going to watch the replay. So again, it just may be the Veronica and Ryan show. Anyone, ask a question. But here's what I think for 2023. I think that we need to dig deep down to our highest desires, the thing we want the most. That is what we are going to manifest in this year. And all of my new content is going to dig a lot deeper into the manifesting processes, exactly what you should do if you've been trying at this for a long time with no results, how to break through, what is keeping you stuck. So look forward to that. I am phasing out all of my specific person content. So if you see a specific person video, it was filmed a while ago because I stopped filming those videos in July. So if you see an SP video, it was filmed and just never released. I have decided to retire from that type of content because it no longer excites me. I started this channel in 2015. It has taken a lot of changes. A lot of different things are happening. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. You let me know new people are coming. Hi, new people. But I do want to evolve to deeper content, free content to help you change your life for the better. Manifesting youth. I love this. So I will be 45 in a few weeks. I don't think I've changed. I feel like I look the same as I did when I was 24. So how do we do this? How do we manifest eternal youth? And oh, there's another person. Thank you. Okay. We're going to talk about eternal youth, and then I will get to another question. Um, But I do feel like I am a master at this because you can look back at my old videos and I look exactly the same. So there's proof that I'm not getting any older. I mean, I'm sure I'll start to change at some point, and I'm okay with that because I'm excited to get older. Like, I'm so thrilled to be able to be on this earth. So I don't mind it, but I do embrace the idea of youthful, youthful beauty. And Rocky is back there. He has to be on screen. Those are his ears to my left or to my right. I guess it is to my left, but for some reason it looks like to my right, like because the camera's flipped around. Okay. So manifesting youth, it's the way you feel. So how do you feel within? Do you feel old? Do you feel like you're breaking down? Do you feel tired and exhausted? Like the idea of feeling old, the idea of aging, it's very like exhausting and um tiring, like you feel worn down from life, almost like life has beaten you down. So I think taking a fresh approach, an approach of youthfulness, an approach of, getting to start each new day with almost like the eyes of a child, something fresh, something new, something wonderful. And if you can embrace that and also love who you are, like if right now you are displeased with the way you look, your face, your body, like it can change. It's constantly listening to your command. It's constantly listening to the feelings you give it. Like, how do you feel? Do you feel radiant and young? Or do you feel old and broken down? The interesting thing is you can feel old and broken down if you're 20. I mean, I'm sure at some point in your life you must have come across someone who had gray hair, like was completely gray, and they were like 22. Like, why did that happen? Because they felt it, like they felt worn down. They felt like life had probably gotten the best of them. They didn't feel young. They didn't feel fresh. They didn't feel excited. So when you embrace all of these things, like a very childlike feeling of embracing new and fresh, and I get to, feel my body at its full capacity, at its full beauty, at its full potential. That's how you will stay young. But again, I don't resist the idea of getting older. Like, I feel so blessed with every birthday. I never dread a birthday. I love birthdays. Both of my parents died young. My father never saw 30 and my mother never saw 50. In fact, I will soon surpass how old my mother lived. And I long ago surpassed how long my father lived. And Rocky is a good view now, I swear. He really, really wants to be in the show. Um, but I feel so blessed. Like so many people resent the idea of getting older, or they joke about, pretending that they're younger than they are. Like I am almost 45 and I am proud of it. Okay. I think we've exhausted this topic. Took a second to get started. Okay. We've got one for fertility, which I think that you should be able to have a baby at any age you want. And I can't wait until I can manifest my big announcement. So I plan on having as many children as I want, and that is currently in progress. Let's see. 30 years later, Veronica still looks exactly the same. There are some people like that, though. But again, it's a state of mind. It's youthfulness and even fertility. There are people who are infertile that are 20, and there are people having babies that are 50. And it is a state of mind. Like, what do you feel yourself capable of achieving? What is in your life experience? What do you think life can give you? It's all about relaxing into that assumption and releasing that resistance. Like if you really, really try hard to fall asleep and you're trying hard, and you want to fall asleep so badly because you have to get up early the next day and you're just sitting there and you're like, but I'm so tired and I can't fall asleep. It's because you put so much pressure on the idea of having to fall asleep. If you could just relax, you'd be out like a light. I mean, we do that every single night. Like the only way we fall asleep is by relaxing into that idea. Like you do not fall asleep until you relax. So manifesting is exactly the same way. Like you'll manifest it once you're completely relaxed about it, once you're no longer resisting the opposite, and when you're sort of embracing the now. Okay, I'll be 46 in March. Happy birthday, early birthday. And people still think I'm in my 30s. This stuff works. Yes. Advice on really bad eye floaters. Yes, we've talked about this before, Ryan. Is laser the best option? Now, laser is an option. Is it the only option? No, because I'm sure there are people who have gotten rid of eye floaters that never had laser. So, if laser is available to you and you think it'll help your eye floaters, go for it. But you can also take the feeling that your eyes are healing. I'm a big one on if there is a physical option available to me where it will remedy my solution, I will do it. Like, I do not have to manifest things out of thin air. If I have money and access to a particular procedure, I consider it manifested. Like, if it is available to me and I have the money, that means that, I mean, why not do it? Why does it have to happen magically? I mean, isn't it? If you're aligned with it, if you have the money and you have the opportunity and it's available to you. But again, physical options are not the only option. So do what feels right with you at one with your path. So are you the kind of person who can heal your eye floaters, by yourself? Or do you feel like you are at one with the laser option? If you don't know, just do whatever excites you. Again, manifesting is all about not putting pressure on yourself to have to get it right the first time. Like, try out an option. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, then change to a different option until you get it right. How does it work? How do we manifest a young body? It's difficult to manifest physical changes when the mirror shows something else. Maybe feeling young and avoiding the mirror. Don't avoid the mirror. If you avoid the mirror, then you're almost like ignoring the 3D, which I know a lot of people say to do, but is really, really bad advice because what we try to suppress will persist. So if you're ignoring the mirror, then it's like you don't have the result. Because if you had the result, you would love to look at yourself in the mirror, right? Like, you would feel so free around a mirror. So if you're avoiding the mirror, then you're not emulating the end result. The mirror, okay, so I want to change my body. The mirror is showing something else. Okay, well, I at least give gratitude that I have a body, that I'm living and breathing. I'm on this planet. I'm capable of having any experience that I want, any miracle that I want. Again, I am a walking, breathing miracle. So I look in the mirror, I give full and total gratitude for who I am. I don't avoid it. I don't ignore it. I don't say, oh, I actually look different when I don't. I embrace who I am now. You don't resist the current moment that displeases you. Like, by not resisting it, that doesn't mean you're accepting it. And that doesn't mean that you're giving out the signal that you're okay with it. It means that you are allowing it to change. Because if you can relax, again, we just talked about relaxing into the moment, falling asleep. Again, we don't fall asleep till we're relaxed. You never, a tense person will become an insomniac their whole life. Like, they will have to drug themselves in order to sleep. But when you relax into the idea of sleep, and you just kind of let your mind, you know, feel very at ease, then you fall asleep. So it's the same way as manifesting different changes in your body. Like, plenty of people have manifested physical changes. Like, you can do that. Try to get a good picture in your mind or write down exactly what kind of body you want. Do whatever is within your power right now, not in a pressured way, not in a forceful way, but in a very easygoing way. What is within your power to change? Like, for example, maybe you hate your body right now. Well, can you take better care of your body? Like, wouldn't that be nice? Like, think about how well you'd take care of your body if you had the body you wanted. So try to do things that are within your power right now to emulate the result that you want. And it's amazing because the doors that are not available to you right now will be opened when you start taking advantage of the things that are available to you. And again, giving gratitude and also just relaxing into this moment. Again, you're living and breathing, you have a body. Like, think about people that die and are no longer a part of the earthly experience. They're gone, done, game over. Like, you're not one of them. So we have lots to be thankful for. Again, that's the same thing about aging. Like, I don't hate the fact that I'm going to be a year older. Like, when you say, I hate birthdays, like, you're saying, I hate getting older. Well, then aren't you not giving gratitude for the fact that you're on this earth, living and breathing, getting to have birthdays? Body shape, probably similar to age issue. It's all the same. Any age, also in menopause. It's funny. I read an interesting article that there have actually been cases of women getting pregnant that have been, past menopause that shouldn't have gotten pregnant. Seriously, look it up. Scientific studies of women who should not have gotten pregnant that did. It's weird. It's really weird. I forget, it was some other YouTuber, but I saw it, and she was talking about these studies of women, and I'm not talking about women that did IVF that used donor eggs. I'm talking about women that got pregnant naturally that shouldn't have. So what did they do? How did they feel about themselves? How did that happen? Why did that happen? Hello, Elizabeth Langer. What's the best way to manifest a strong and brutal body? Brutal. Well, strong, I'm guessing like, fierce. Um, Again, it's the same. It's the image of who you are. What do you think you can have? Like, there's other people that have that kind of body. Same with body shape and age issue. Like, there's people that look that way. So if there's other people that look that way, they weren't just born lucky. You're available to have those same experiences. Like whatever someone else has, you are available to have as well. Like it's not just for them because they were born under a lucky sign or a lucky star. Or they had, fate looked upon them differently. Like there is no fate. There is no destiny except that which you make for yourself. Oh, I'm so glad more people are coming. Do we like these live shows? It is an experiment. What might your mental diet be if you want to win $25,000? First of all, the idea of a mental diet, like it sounds so restrictive. It sounds so like you have to punish yourself. Like a diet almost sounds like punishing. That's why I never really use the term mental diet because we want mental habits that we can take with us throughout our entire lifetime. So diet almost sounds like something you're going to do temporarily that's going to be a struggle. It's going to be hard to get a particular result that won't last. Because again, people that usually do diets, like they lose a lot of weight and then they just regain it. But the people that make lifestyle changes, they maintain that body shape forever. The first $25,000. Okay, it's not a lot of money. I used to think it was like so much money, but it's really not. And you have to test the boundaries of what you think, like your perception. Like $25,000 to one person is like an entire fortune that they will never have their entire life. To another person, it's something they just spent on, what could you spend $25,000 on a hotel room? I'm sure there's hotel rooms that cost $25,000, a plane ticket. A car, like I feel like you can't even buy a car for $25,000 anymore. Maybe you can. Um, But, like, there's a person that just spent $25,000 on a bottle of wine. Um, like, it doesn't have to be so special that it's on this huge pedestal that it can never be part of your existence. Like, if you wanna win $25,000, I would just say, "Bring it on, $25,000 will reach me in the fastest way possible." And open yourself up to receiving more than $25,000 because, again, $25,000, like, that's great, but don't you wanna be wealthy your whole life? So I would start, like in terms of mental habits, you're going to start noticing limiting beliefs. Like, what are those beliefs that tell you you can't have $25,000 or that's too much or that you're awful for wanting $25,000? So you start listening to these broken beliefs that say you can't have it or you shouldn't have it and why would you want it and you're awful or these bad things are going to happen if you get it or that's impossible. Nothing's impossible. So you start just being mindful, just recognizing them, and when these thoughts come up, don't immediately try to flip them around. Just observe them, act as the observer, write them down. Even that way you'll know how to heal these beliefs. Like if you don't recognize them, you don't listen to them, how are you going to know what your beliefs are that are just sort of hiding underneath the surface? That's why I say to never ignore anything, never push anything aside, never pretend like something isn't happening because you want the information. You want to know what you need to do to change. I don't know if you can hear the banging in the background. Rocky is making a ruckus. He was so excited, I guess, because I haven't done a live show in so long, and he used to be a part of the live shows. So he has to, bang in the background. So if you can hear that, I do apologize. I'll make sure he's in the basement the next time. Signal's gone. Okay, well, if it is breaking up, it might be. Again, this was a total experiment, so I don't even know if this is gonna work. It's actually on my old computer too, because my new computer has one of the C-port things, and the webcam would not plug in to the new computer. That's what took me so long to get it started. Can anyone hear me? Oh, man, no one can. Let me try chatting. Oh, wait, someone else said it was clear. No sound. Hello? Oh, thank you. I appreciate, okay. Yay, okay. So it probably you can probably hear Rocky in the background too, banging. What is he doing? I don't understand why he can't just look out the window, like, Jon Snow is next to me, he's just sleeping. Rocky's banging and jumping on things. Okay, I was talking about something important, healing broken beliefs about money. I do have a financial abundance freedom course that I'm actually going to be premiering next week, so do look out for that. Um, it is a course I launched actually last year, but I'm adding supplemental materials to it. And I'm so excited about it because it talks about my own financial journey, which was crazy. Um, I mean, I hit some of the lowest lows, so I know a lot about healing beliefs around money. Um, I was someone that always thought I would be working three minimum wage jobs and would never get ahead. Like I, I things did not change for me until I started changing my perceptions of money, what I could have, what I felt about myself, and what I felt I was worth. So, the things that I'm talking about healing broken beliefs, like I paid very close attention to my beliefs around money, to my assumptions around that I would make around other people, because I would tend to make these weird assumptions of people that had money, that they were completely different than me. I would never be like them. They were somehow lucky, somehow blessed in some way. They somehow inherited it, or they just had access to a really good job that I would never be qualified for. I would just constantly exclude myself from the experience of having money. And that's why $25,000 to me was like, whoa, I would never have that much money, like ever. And now I make that much money all the time. So clearly there's something to this. Didn't just get lucky. I mean, I started a gazillion businesses before this one. This one actually wasn't even a business. It was just, I was so excited to talk about this that I just was talking about it for free. And then people wanted me to do more of it. So it turned into my entire career, completely accidental. But I guess not because I was trying to manifest wealth. Started seeing myself in a higher way, and boom, the resources and the ability to make the money I'd always dreamed of just kind of came to me loud and clear. It's back. Okay. I will. This is an experiment. Um, and we're just, doing our best as we figure it out as we go along. All right. Loud and clear. I can hear. Okay. Did I miss a question? One quick question. Is it normal not let's try that again. Is it normal to not wanting or feeling like manifesting anymore? Okay. If you feel like you don't want to manifest anymore, that probably means that you are taking the wrong approach to manifesting. There's a lot of other people that talk about manifesting in a way that's completely exhausting, completely draining, takes up all of your time, and is something that really doesn't work. Um, I don't know of anyone offhand, but I know that I started in 2015, and in 2015, I feel like there were more quality people talking about these concepts, and now we've gotten kind of crazy. Oh my gosh, one of my foster kittens just walked in. Charlie, come here. He just walked past me. You know what happened? Rocky just let them all in the room. So they're not supposed to be in here because they climb the Christmas tree and eat the lights. Hey, Charlie, get over here. I may have to close soon. Let's see if Charlie can behave himself. Let's see if he wants to go on camera. He may be a foster fowl, to be honest, because I love him so much. I did manifest my cat rescue finally, and that's why I have 4 foster kittens. News on that soon. Okay, I have the nicest teeth. Thank you. I love my teeth too. They are mine, they're not fake. I did though have, braces for a very long time to achieve this, and it was quite painful. So I was not born this way, but I was very lucky to have a mother that cared about my smile and made me get those braces, even though I did not want them. And what were we talking about? I don't know. I guess we're just gonna spend some more time until I gather my thoughts. But I really want you to dig deep in your heart. Oh, wait. The exhausting thing. That's what we were talking about. And then Rocky Led and the Kittens. Okay. You shine as a unique jewelry, Veronica. I like that. Thank you. I wish I knew how to pronounce your name. I'm not going to say it because I have no idea how to pronounce it. You should send me an audio file sometime so I could say it on a future show. I have no idea how to pronounce it, and I'm not going to embarrass myself and embarrass you. Okay, I still want my manifestation, but affirming is boring now. See, you never should have been affirming in the first place. That's what I was getting at. And a hard time visualizing. Actually, you don't have a hard time visualizing. You probably have just placed so much importance on it that it feels hard and feels like a struggle. Everyone and anyone can visualize. You're doing it all the time. Like you're creating your life right now, so you know how to visualize. You just think you can't because you've put so much importance on this idea of visualizing that when you close your eyes, you get all stressed out and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to see my specific person's face and I see someone else's face. I can't visualize. Where you're like trying to imagine, you know, the wonderful things from your specific person and a third party pops in. Oh my God. Um, like visualizing is this like daydreamy thing that you do all the time as you speak words. Like when you speak words, you're visualizing. When you have a feeling and emotion, you are visualizing. When you remember a memory or think about hypotheticals, you are visualizing. You're visualizing constantly. We need more mental awareness, less affirming, more mental awareness. See, that's what I was getting at before. This idea of manifesting, you're always manifesting, so you don't stop manifesting. You were manifesting in a way that brought you such a level of exhaustion that you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. This is awful. And it is awful. Like if I was trying to manifest like that, I would like want to jump off a cliff. Like, maybe that's extreme. But the problem with that approach, and they mean well, everyone means well. In fact, if you look at my old videos from 2015, my approach is slightly similar to that. And that's because I was naive in thinking that I didn't realize at that time what was actually causing the manifestations to happen. I thought it had more to do with positive thoughts versus negative thoughts and saying affirmations and things like that. But it's actually not that. It's a mental awareness of what you're thinking and feeling throughout the entire day. So it's actually much deeper process. So you're examining beliefs. And this is why we don't ignore the 3D and flip around negative thoughts to positive ones. Like we don't do that. That would be so exhausting. It creates such a sense of chaos and you get nowhere. I could talk about this endlessly, but I don't want to. Okay, let's try to get some more questions because we've got more people here. More people are reading the email now. Wow, there's so many people. I don't know what to do. Can we totally recreate ourselves? Different profession? Absolutely. Recreate yourself. You know what? You've created who you are right now. So why can't you recreate yourself into someone new? Why can't you have a new profession? People change professions all the time. Like, I'm sure you've heard a story of someone who has a job that they don't really have the qualifications for, but somehow they met the right person and had the right moment and it was just given to them. See yourself as being on the path to having this new profession, deserving it, being worth it. One of the greatest things, and I talked about this in terms of money, is I used to separate myself. And I did this with like marriage too, before I mastered love as well, is I would separate myself. Like the people who were having marriage proposals, like I was different than them, even though I wasn't. These are just sort of lies that we have been telling ourselves, these broken belief systems that we can change. Like they're not embedded in our subconscious to such a level that they're unmovable. Like our subconscious is going to change tomorrow if we want it to change right now. It doesn't need lots and lots of repetition. That's why this constant affirming doesn't work. In fact, my good friend Ryan, who I'm not sure if he's still here, he made the funniest comment to me. And that was that he does not remind himself all day long, I am Ryan, I am Ryan, I am Ryan, I am Ryan. Like he doesn't affirm that 10,000 times a day to still exist as Ryan. He's just Ryan. He knows it. He wakes up as it. It's who he is in his soul. So every day he gets to wake up as Ryan. He doesn't have to remind himself. Like that constant affirming, it's such a sense of insecurity. It's like if to feel it as truth, it's a story that you adopt because the limiting beliefs aren't there. So that's why healing these limiting beliefs will automatically bring about the new story, which will then in turn stick and the mirror reflection will change. Oh, Ryan's here. But it's great. Like that's one of the greatest examples ever. Um, what is the difference between traits, characteristics, personality, and self-concept and embodying who we want to be? That's a deep question. Okay. You can change traits, characteristics, personality. Like you just start acting different, feeling different, thinking in a different way. And again, it's this awareness of what you were thinking because you won't be able to truly change unless you have an awareness of what you were doing. So we need to understand. In fact, I challenge you all to grab a notepad out and carry it around with you and keep note of everything you're telling yourself, good and bad. What are the dominant thoughts? What are the dominant memories that you remember? Like, are there certain ones that tend to pop up a lot? Are they disappointing memories? Probably. You can change your self concept by just forming new habits. And you do this through baby steps, small, simple steps in the right direction. We evolve to who we want to be first with a desire and first with a passion to do so. So we have a passion in our heart to achieve something new, to be something new, to have a new kind of life. So, like the person before that wanted to change their career. Again, we don't achieve these things. I don't want to dismiss all affirmations because they're not all bad. I do have affirmation videos on my channel, but use them sparingly. Like, please do not think you have to listen to it all the time, or otherwise, you're not going to get what you want. We do an affirmation, we do these things to generate new feelings within us because it's all about feelings. It's not about the technique, it's about the feelings that the technique gives us. So we feel in a new way. And I will try to get to that question in a moment, Ryan. Matthew's question. Hi, Matthew. So we feel in a new way. And the mirror reflection changes. That's why I'm going to make new videos on there actually is no waiting process. Because when you become something, there is no waiting, it just is. The new reflection just happens. But we can embody who we want to be first with the choice, recognizing things that are within our control to change. The things we don't have control to change, the second we take on the things we do have control to change, then the things we don't have control to change will automatically heal themselves. Come here, Charlie. I want to show off Charlie, my foster fowl. Come here, baby. He's so cute. Come here, baby. He just lost his baby teeth. Let's see if I can get him. Oh, I can't get him. He's being camera shy. Okay. Mr. Gleason, my friend Matthew wants to know how to keep addictions at bay, such as gambling. Okay. Addictions have no power over you. They really don't. I would tell him to try to, every time he has the urge to gamble, is there anything I would work on healing because I feel like addictions come from probably broken things in childhood. Like so much stuff comes from childhood trauma. Um, but we can heal these things through first recognizing them, like the thought process. When do you get the urge to want to gamble? Um, one of the kittens just came in. Okay, we were actually going to be finishing soon because they are going to be up the Christmas tree in like 2 seconds flat. What can I say about addictions though? They do not have to control you. Like nothing has to have control over you. Like even a desire. Like you never want to have a desire control you so much that it's on this big pedestal. Like he can overcome gambling. Can he think of a time in his life where he didn't have this addiction? What about broken parts of himself? Are there painful memories? A lot of times, painful memories from the past, if you can heal that part of you, if you can even do revision, if you can comfort the person that you were then, sometimes you can find peace. And a lot of times, these bad habits that we're partaking in, like an addiction, can just kind of like the urge to do them just kind of goes away when we start healing those broken parts of ourselves. Um, But I don't think, again, this is a question that's a lot longer than I have time for today. Charlie is, in fact, chewing on the Christmas tree. All right, come here, Charlie. You got one last chance to be in the video. He says no. Okay, that's Charlie Chaplin. I will show off a picture of him soon. Look forward to that. If we liked this, leave a comment below and let me know. I will try to do as many of these as possible. It's one of the only ways you can get coaching from me now because all private coaching is gone. Gone. Sent out the announcement at the end of 2022. Last day to purchase it was December 31st. It's gone. So you can get it through these live shows. You have to be a part of the inner circle. Link below. Subscribed. All of you are subscribed. Otherwise, you would not be able to comment. I'd like to be able to help as many people as possible. That's why I started this journey. And that's why I continue to release. I've released like 1,400 videos so far and continue to do so. I'm sending you all love and thank you for bearing with me. Have a beautiful day. We'll talk more soon.